You're coming live from PNN Radio.
High of 92 and a low of 70 later tonight. Tomorrow we're looking at it's mostly sunny with a high of 93 and a low of 72.
All right, and for lunch today, we have Papa John's pizza and broccoli. And for the score of games, the boys soccer team tied at the Beaver Local 1-1, while the football team and the girls soccer had lost.
Again, Friday, the band will be hosting an alumni night. The alumni will be joining the band and playing the pregame and halftime show.
All right, so how'd you guys spend your Labor Day weekend? What's up?
Sleeping.
Sleeping. What about you?
Overwatch.
Overwatch?
Oh, no. Video games.
That's I'd mostly I watch a lot of Netflix over the weekend.
I agree with Makai.
Yeah, we just
Really?
we just stayed on Overwatch. I don't think I
Overwatch?
saw the sun once this weekend.
I can't get into that game. I think it's the most boring thing in the world.
What?
Yeah.
I
It
just
just
can't
seems so
afford it.
repetitive. I play a lot of Rainbow Six Siege though.
You say okay.
Okay,
Wait.
that's-
Wait. You just
What?
you just said Overwatch is repetitive, and then went to talk about Rainbow Six Siege.
Okay.
I'm not dogging
It's
at Rainbow
preference.
Six Siege, but it's more repetitive.
It's preference. Maybe I don't want to play as a monkey running around like just.
Okay, but there's
Bashing
variation.
through
I'd
walls.
rather not run around as a dude in a suit because they're all dudes in suit, and the only variation you get is a female in a suit.
Okay.
I don't.
He is right.
Yeah, we're running around as a
You
SWAT
have the
man.
option between you have an angel, a monkey with an electric gun that can talk and eats peanut butter, right? There's a lot of variation. You have a pig man with a hook.
It's like Toys R Us got a hold of What's the game? What's that game? It's like Toys.
What?
Can't think of it. It was right off the top of my head, but anyway, it seems just like a spin-off of just a terrible game.
That's
It's a
horrible. I
terrible
know
game.
it got Game of the Year 2016, so I
Really?
don't think anyone's
How'd it
gonna
get
blame
that?
it. It really did.
Because it got Game of the Year.
And it beat out all competition. I'm not.
So, you got any plans this week? Anything interesting? What's going on?
I mean,
Overwatch.
Overwatch? More Overwatch?
Spider-Man drops in 4 days. That's highly anticipated. It's Game of the Year contender. Besides Red Dead Redemption 2.
Does the NBA
I've
2K19
seen some of the
come out
E3.
too?
I've seen some of the
2K19, I
E3
can't-
trailers.
I'm not saying I can't get into because I love sports games, but they're like there's no variation. They drop annually. I don't know if I can really get into them like that.
I mean, the only thing about that though is that the E3 trailers always look better than the actual game.
Yeah, they always
is right.
downgrade. I just gets the hype because you see some 4K gameplay. I will admit Spider-Man has looked like it's downgraded a little bit because the original gameplay was astonishing, and they did completely remodel New York. Like it is a spot on modeling of New York, and that is extensive. But they definitely
Yeah, I
played
think
us.
one thing we can all agree on though is that Spider-Man 3 was garbage.
Yes.
I mean, as a
You-
kid, as a kid,
Huh?
as a kid, I was like, oh my god, they have 3 villains: Sandman,
There's 3
Venom,
villains.
and Green Goblin, or probably 2.5. I don't know how to explain it, but Harry dying at the end. Spoiler alert! It's been out for like 10 years now, but Harry dying was like, I remember that was my first tear jerk from a movie. He was sitting there, got bodied, bro. I was sick, too sick.
Really? Oh, I see that new Venom movie coming out.
Yeah,
Venom?
they already signed Tom Hardy for two new movies
For 2
before
new
the
movies.
first one even dropped.
That's crazy.
They're confident, is what
Yeah.
they are.
What
They're
if
really confident.
what if he sucks as Venom? Like, what if these Venom movies are absolutely abysmal?
It's hard to mess up. It's hard to mess up a Venom movie. I mean, Venom is overall a cool character.
Yeah, but knowing Sony, they'll definitely
They'll mess things up somehow, right?
Yeah, the trailers. I don't know. The CGI at first kind of looked bad. Some portions look decent. Some look bad. Like in the trailer, whenever he hits the motorcycle jump, and the motorcycle's in air, and he's like clinging to it. The tendrils that come off his chest look horrible.
I think the transformation from him to Venom looks pretty cool.
Oh yeah, yeah, the one where he the symbiote comes across his face and his teeth
Yeah.
are all mangled. Yeah,
That looks really cool. I
Yeah.
think that's probably like the thing I'm looking forward most if I were to see that movie.
I feel like originally I had my skeptic doubts that there wasn't gonna be enough Venom. Like they were gonna toy around with it, and it was they were gonna, I don't know. Speaking of Venom, and speaking of Spider-Man 2, he's not gonna be in the game.
That's crazy.
What?
He's deconfirmed for the game.
You can't.
They're holding their own universe for the Spider-Man game, and I guess the symbiotes aren't in it, which is
That's-
horrible.
That's garbage. So is there anything else new coming out that you're interested in?
I mean, I don't know about games-wise, 'cause
Any
Spider-Man's
movies?
really all been said. Movies, I was just about to get
Movies.
on.
I think The Nun looks pretty good.
No.
Come
Like I
on.
said last
I
time we
don't
spoke
think
on the
so.
found footage.
I mean,
the nun goes in. The Conjuring kind of basically plays off of the Paranormal Activity series. That the whole canonical like whatever that ran into. And the Nun plays off the Conjuring and Annabelle. I just don't like any of those. They just the Predator drops
oh yeah, I think it's the 14th.
14th.
The 14th.
It came that quick. I remember seeing the trailer and I'm like, okay, this can't be real life. Turns out it is real life.
I believe it does drop the 14th. Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna do well, but I'm gonna like it. I'm gonna like it. I'm gonna stay true to myself. I love all those movies.
I don't know. I think it's hard to mess up a Predator movie, just like it's hard to mess up any cool supervillain movie.
I think the Predators, the most recent one before that. Wait. Did you just did you say it's hard to mess up a superhero movie? Do you remember
It's hard to mess up- no.
Suicide Squad?
Yeah. Okay. Well, look, they really went in on that. Heath Ledger died. It's hard to get a good Joker after Heath Ledger. He really set the standard pretty high.
Yeah, you're right. Let's cut it up.
All right, I think we're going to wrap up today's podcast. Thank you for everyone who was tuning in, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Drink water.
Thanks,
Stay
Juan.
hydrated.
Drink water.